have you ever witnessed a hero rise not because he wanted power, but because fate cornered him, challenged him, and demanded that he become more than he ever believed he could be? Have you ever seen a young heart uncertain, afraid, overwhelmed, transform into a force destined to protect an entire kingdom? This is the untold journey of Kion, a prince, born in the towering shadow of legends, yet destined for a path no crown could ever offer. A path shaped not by authority, but by destiny itself. The camera sweeps across a blazing sunrise. The Pride lands glow under golden light as the wind whispers ancient secrets. Narrator: before Kion was the mighty leader of the Lion Guard, day before his roar shook valleys and restored the balance between life and chaos. He was just a young cub, searching for meaning in a world that expected the extraordinary from him. As Simba's second-born, he carried the weight of Mufasa's legacy on his small shoulders, legacy so heavy that even kings trembled under it. Kiara's future was set. One day she would be queen, but Kion, his destiny was silent, undefined, waiting for the moment it would force itself into the light. From the very beginning, Kion was different. Wild, curious, loyal, stubborn, fearless, everything the savannah adored, and everything that made kings uneasy. Simba watched him with pride, but also with a quiet worry, because Simba knew something Kion didn't yet understand. Deep within the young prince flowed an ancient power, the roar of the elders, a power that once shaped history, a power that could protect or destroy. And like all destinies, it didn't arrive gently. It struck like lightning. One bright morning, Kiara wandered too close to danger. The herds panicked. The ground quivered under pounding hooves. Fear crackled through the air. And without hesitation, without thought, Kion sprinted toward her. Instinct moved him. Love guided him. And when he stood between Kiara and disaster, something inside him erupted. The roar burst from his chest, not fully controlled, not yet honed, but powerful enough to tremble the earth itself. It saved Kiara. It saved everyone. But it also revealed a truth Kion could no longer outrun. Simba's eyes widened. Nala gasped. Rafiki smiled as if he had been waiting for this moment his entire life. Rafiki, the lion has found his roar. From that day onward, Kion's world shifted. Hugh wasn't just a prince anymore. He wasn't just Kiara's little brother. He was the chosen leader of the Lion Guard, protector of the Pride Lands, keeper of peace, voice of the ancestors. But with power came doubt. With responsibility came fear. And the darkest whispers of the past, Scar's past echoed in Kion's mind like a shadow he couldn't hear escape. Scar had once held the roar. Scar had once been chosen. And Scar had fallen into darkness. Could Kion suffer the same fate? These thoughts haunted him. Every sunrise brought new expectations. Every night brought new fears. But destiny doesn't wait for a lion to find confidence. It pushes, it demands, it shapes. It shaped Kion through those who stood beside him. Bunga, fully beshed Ono, his lion guard, each different, each gifted, each willing to follow him into danger without hesitation. They didn't care about prophecies or royal bloodlines. They saw Kion the lion who led with heart before roar. With them by his side, Kion embraced his role. Not with perfection, not without fear, but with a courage that grew stronger each day. His early missions were messy, unpredictable, wild. Kion learned through mistakes, through battles, through compassion, through failure and triumph alike. When predators threatened the land, he learned strategy. When facing Janja and the hyenas, he learned that enemies have stories too. When the herds argued, he learned diplomacy. When storms shattered the plains, he learned responsibility. Every challenge carved him. Every victory shaped him. Every setback strengthened him. But the greatest test came from a shadow, long thought dead. Scar returned, revived through dark magic, fueled by bitterness, hungry for revenge. When Kion first heard Scar's voice echoing across the outlands, his heart cracked open with fear. Scar, whispering, like venom, you and I are not so different. The words hit Kion harder than claws ever could. What if he was right? What if the roar could corrupt him too? What if he was destined to fall? Just like Scar, That doubt became a chain around his soul. As Scar's army grew, the Pride Lands trembled. Attacks increased. Danger surrounded them. Kion's roar, once his greatest strength, became unpredictable, chaotic, dangerous. The more he feared it, the more it slipped from his control. Simba saw this, and one evening, with the sun sinking behind Pride Rock, he confronted his son. Simba, Kion, listen to me. Scar was not defeated by the roar. He was defeated by his choices. You are nothing like him. The roar does not make you who you are. You make the roar what it becomes. But even a father's wisdom couldn't silence the storm inside. Kion, then came the day that changed everything. Ushari, the snake who served Scar, attacked with venomous precision. His fangs pierced Kion's flesh, sending poison surging through his body. Pain consumed him. His roar twisted into something wild and unstable. The Lion Guard watched helplessly as their leader fought against agony that threatened to tear him apart. But Kion did not fall. He refused. Not because of destiny, not because of strength, but because life itself, every creature, every sunrise, every blade of grass needed him. The Pride Lands called to him. And Kion answered with a roar so powerful it shook the sky. He helped end Scar's reign. Peace returned. The kingdom breathed again. But Kion did not celebrate. The venom inside him remained. Dark, corrupting, unpredictable. And Kion knew the truth. If he stayed in the Pride Lands, he might one day hurt the ones he loved most. So, with a heavy heart, he chose the hardest path. He left home. His journey took him across scorching deserts, through ancient mountains, into lands few lions had ever walked. And ultimately, he reached the Tree of Life, a place where healing meant more than medicine. It meant transformation. There, Kion found calm, control, balance. He mastered the roar. He mastered himself. The venom faded, the fear faded, the doubt faded, too. The cub who once struggled to understand who he was, finally discovered why he was chosen. He wasn't born to repeat Simba's path. He wasn't born to avoid Scar's fate. He was born to forge a new path entirely. When Kion returned home at last, Simba didn't see a young prince anymore. He saw a leader, a protector, a lion whose spirit was stronger than any crown. Kiara, you're different. Kion, Ayat He wasn't a king of territory. He was a king of balance. A guardian chosen by destiny, not birthright. As he stood atop Pride Rock one final time before returning to the Tree of Life, the wind carried the voices of those who came before him. Mufa, S.A. proud, echoing well done Kion. The next great leader wasn't born from a throne. He wasn't shaped by tradition. He wasn't chosen by blood. He was chosen by purpose. And so, Kion's story continues, not with a crown, but with a roar that protects the circle of life itself. Not as a prince, not as a king, but as something greater. The lion destiny refused to ignore.